Hi, I'm Chris Johnson from Work Visa Lawyers, and today I'm going to be talking about some more positive Australian immigration news. This is a nice change because for many months there was no positive announcements and there was really not much happening in the Australian immigration space. But all of a sudden there's a flurry of announcements and I'm happy to be able to bring them to you. If you want to hear these announcements, which I expect to continue up till Christmas and then probably into the new year, then please subscribe and also hit the like button. Okay, so the first one that we're going to start with is stuff about the 485 visa. Okay, so there's some great news for holders of expired 485 graduate visas. The Australian government has announced that holders of 485 visas whose visas expired while they were unable to travel to Australia can now apply for a second 485 visa. The previous rule was that you could only have one 485 visa in your lifetime, so this is a huge relief. All 485 visa holders whose visa expired after the 1st of February 2020 and have been unable to travel to Australia because of COVID travel restrictions will be able to apply for a replacement visa from July 2022. The government has also announced some changes in relation to who can get the visas. Students studying Masters by coursework in Australia will now be eligible for three-year graduate visas in line with those studying Masters by research. And a big announcement, graduates for the vocational education and training sector, such as cooks, plumbers, hairdressers and motor mechanics, will now also be eligible for a 2-year visa. That said, that's something that's going to happen in the future and it's not something that's actually been legislated as yet, but we are very happy to hear that it's been announced. This is all very good news, but it does raise a lot of questions as to how it's going to be implemented, who can get it and when, and these sorts of things will have to wait until we've got more details from the Australian government. That said, it's good to have these positive developments, and it's also good that finally we're getting some relief for all those 485 graduates. There are some other areas of news that I'd also like to touch upon. The first is that there's also been the announcement that there's been an extension for skilled regional provisional visa holders. So that would be visas like the 491, the 489 and the 494. And these extensions will help those that have been adversely affected by COVID-related travel restrictions. There needs to be more details as to exactly how this is going to work, but I suppose it's in relation to if they haven't been able to get here to perform the work to then qualify for the next permanent visa. So we're very much looking forward to hearing more about this space. Now there is also another area that I wanted to talk about. This one is a bit more bamboozling. What this one is there's been announcements that there's going to be improved access to permanent residence in relation to existing temporary skills shortage subclass 482 visa holders and also legacy temporary work skilled 457 visa holders. What this basically means is that there's the temporary skills shortage list, a list of occupations which traditionally would not have access to permanent residency. And now the Australian government is looking at that list and saying, well, maybe some of these people should have access to permanent residency. Now, it does question the whole structure of why have a medium term and a short term list, but we're open to these things and we're very happy. We hope that they announce a wide range of people on the temporary list, starting hopefully with resident medical officers, because people working in the medical space would really need a pathway forward. So we really welcome all these changes. So I've managed to give you a quick update on some of the big news for this week. There's certainly going to be more announcements over the next few weeks. So we thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and we'll be speaking to you very soon. Thanks a lot.